Hello, this is a recap of Code Combat for Lesson 1 and Lesson 2, which will be going over some general aspects for the first world and the second world. The language we're using is JavaScript, is a scripting language used in browsers such as Chrome and Firefox, not related to Java. We'll learn this using Code Combat, which does line coding to move characters, fight monsters, and collect treasures. You must use either Chrome or Firefox. It does not work in Safari Internet Explorer. Okay? When you sign up to make an account, you create an account, and then under your hero, you choose the male or female character. As well as we're using the free version, we're going to use JavaScript. There are multiple other languages you can use, but we're going to be using JavaScript. Okay. What happens here is you get equipped with different tools and materials along the way, and you can end up collecting gems to purchase more, and you get new lines of code you learn, such as these shoes. They're a form of movement. Okay. And then if you click help, you have some video tutorials that'll help you out. Now, methods are like functions but associated with a specific object. Functions are named, reusable sequences of code, print, input, for example. Very similar to Scratch with regards to, this is some Python review. All right, so methods are associated with a specific object. What is the object for move down? As you can see here, self move down. Controlling the individual. The object here is self, which refers to your player. Self is actually a variable that stores information about your player, like their location. Variable assignment. You have your variable name, assignment operator, and the value. Down below, you see name equals, in quotations, Dubik. All right. So level 1 is Dungeons of Kithgard. You can see how to complete this process. You must move up twice, first to the red circle, then to the top gem. Okay. As you learn, you can actually put numbers in the parentheses. Instead of moving up and typing it twice, you can put a 2 in there. Okay. Sometimes it's not the easiest route that works. Because if you go straight across, what you'll notice is that the guard will attack you in level 3. Level 4, why would taking the lower route first not work? Because you're not collecting all the gems. We want to go and do the quickest process. Okay. Note the difference in length. It takes much longer if you go down below. All right, in level 5, true names, and this is in World 1, new sword means new methods. And if you hover over the tools, it shows you shortcuts on how to actually do the code for it. Okay. All right. Some data types. Integer 4, floating point numbers 4.0, Boolean true or false, strings 4. Okay. Note the names are strings. Okay. Strings go in quotations. Can't get past this level despite correct code. Go back and get some armor. Sometimes you need to have upgrades in your weapons, your armor, your tools. Okay, and this is level 6, for example. And level 7, you get the new book. This allows you to do looping, repeating behaviors in the haunted kid maze. All right, here's an example of what looping looks like. If you've ever done Scratch, there's examples of that. Loops are used to repeat a sequence of code, either a set number of times forever or until a condition is false. You need to do this loop behavior over and over, and it gets you to go. If you notice, it's the same steps, right twice and then up twice. And a lot of times you get bonus points on levels if you can shorten the code. Okay, level 8, the second Kith maze. Can you find the pattern? As you can see here, make sure you indent the move lines. All right, that is all syntax. It's very important. Level 9, dread door loop, self-attack door. Why is crate in quotations but enemy 1 is not? Because crate is a string. It's very specific and you made it a variable. Okay, so enemy 1 equals crate. Okay. Variables name equals Dubik. Dread door. So why is this helpful? Isn't it more lines of code? Variables are useful because they are a way to write code for a changing or yet unknown value. We will see why this is useful next level. Next method, master of names. The glasses let us find the nearest enemy. Okay, so you can see here the variable, this line locates the enemy nearest to your player and saves their name as a string to the variable enemy1. So now, every time there's someone near enemy1, I'm going to attack them. This line attacks the enemy. Same thing with enemy2 here, and the same thing with enemy3. 12 and 13, lowly Kithman closing the distance. This helps you in case you get stuck. You can always pause the video and watch this. Can you spot the pattern? Once again, go right, down, down, up, right, up, up. As you can see here in the final Kithmas maze of level 14. Now, level 15, the final Kithmas maze, you get this tool that allows you to build at very specific XY coordinates. As you can see here, there, you have to build through and beyond, and you can complete that. Now, we're going to switch over to the other presentation for lesson 2, and we'll quickly go through that. All right, reminder, upload your Tinkercad projects from the previous weeks. When you save them, you would use your first name, your class location, division. Here's an example, Tom, Iowa location, and he's in middle school. David, Charlotte, lower school. Okay. Once again, JavaScript is the language used in browser for Chrome and Firefox. Just review, make sure you're using Chrome and Firefox. Now, as we begin work on the second level, remember CodeCom is still in beta format, meaning there are some issues. Thornbush Farms has a bug in it. Sometimes you just need to refresh multiple times or double check your code. Sometimes things are completely right and it just doesn't work. You can type something won't work. You may need to copy and paste it from somewhere else. Okay, this is level 2, the forest. There's end-all goals and challenges. Remember, we're using the free version. Here are some comparisons. The paid version, you get all the helpful videos and extra practice levels and extra gems, so you can purchase more tools and equipment. Okay, getting started. Defense of the Plainswood. You have to build on top of the X's. Make sure you use the exact coordinates. They're very particular about those coordinates, so make sure you use those when you're building your fence. Okay, and then moving through here, you're using if statements. Now in the thumb biter, you're using some speaking code that looks like this. Once again, using if statements. Moving through, and you continue to use the code. You can always pause the screen to help you out if things are false or true. Patrol Buster, you need to use a loop here, find the nearest enemy, and then attack that enemy over and over again. Okay, that's the reason we're using a loop. Now here you want to attack the Munchkin, but not the Burl. And it's a series of ifs within a loop, and we're using variables, so we're building on top of our skill sets. Okay. This one is the Thornbush Farm. You have to be very particular and exactly on that red dot on each of the X's, and you're using a looping behavior and use your X and Y coordinates. Okay. All right, and that'll help you work your way through. Now, these worlds in level 1 take about 1 to 3 hours to complete that world. Level 2, not level 2, but World 2, it takes about 3 to 6. So it's a little bit more frustrating, but you're learning and it's a little bit more challenging. Hopefully you're enjoying this and having fun. If you have any questions, please contact. This is Mr. Taylor with Young Engineers Today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Mr. Tate.
Yes.
Got a request of you.
Yeah.
Do y'all solder here?
Yeah.
Would you solder that back with me or glue or something?
Yeah.
out.